Determine taxable value of supply under GST law with respect to each of the following services provided. See, first one. Amount charged for loading, unloading, packing and warehousing of potato chips. This is a catch here. What's the point here? Potato chips is processed potato. So there is some value addition made, hence the amount is fully taxable. You cannot claim the benefit of a agriculture product and claim exemption. Next one. Fee is charged for yoga camp conducted by charitable trust registered under section 12A. So what is this? This is a yoga camp. Specifically yoga activities are getting benefits. So what is this? There is the amount is exemption nil. So first one, unloading warehouse services by way of loading, unloading, packaging of warehousing of agriculture products are exempt. Potato chips are manufactured through processes which alter the essential characteristic, therefore it is not covered under the agriculture product, therefore taxable. Now services by entity under 12AA by way of charitable activities are exempt. The activities relating to yoga are included, therefore the activities are exempt. Now the next is amount charged by business correspondent for the services provided to rural branch of a bank with respect to savings bank account, once again exempt. This is a specific exemption covered. Services by business facilitator with respect to services with regard to rural branches exempt. So it is specifically given as an exemption. So third point is also nil. Then the fourth point. Services charged by cord blood bank for preservation of stem cell. The government want to promote and preserve the stem cell. Therefore, this is once again exempted. So, 5 lakh rupees stem cell, it is exempted. The reason is specific exemption is being given. Services by cord blood banks for stem cell for any other services exempt from GST. The next one. Amount charged for service provided by way of right to admission to service, where the consideration is 750 per person. So it is right to admission to circus, and consideration per person is very important here, 750 rupees. So what is that they are telling? It is services by way of right to admission to circus where it is up to 500 means exempt. If it is more than 500 then it is liable to GST. This is 750, therefore liable to GST. Now, amount charged for service provided by commentator to a recognized sports body. So whenever you are providing services to a recognized sports body, it is exempt. However, it is not given by a player, it is given by a commentator. That's a catch. Therefore, 6 lakh is not exempt, it is taxable. So what is this? Services provided only by an individual referee or umpire or team manager is exempt. However, this is provided by commentator, therefore liable to GST. So what are the things taxable? The first one, unloading of potato chips taxable, yoga camp nil, then business correspondence nil, cord blood bank nil, then commentator taxable, then admission to circus is taxable. So only these services are taxable, the rest are all exempt. Next question. Decide which person is liable to pay GST in the following independent cases. Where the recipient is located in taxable territory. Ignore the aggregate turnover and exemption. Shinu Ambani provided sponsorship services to Indian Love Cricket Academy LLP. So who is Shinu Ambani? Individual. She is providing what kind of services? Sponsorship services. Sponsorship services, let us remember, it comes under the reverse charge category. And to whom? It is LLP. Now, in case of services provided by way of sponsorship to any body, corporate or LLP by any person. So, Shinu Ambani is any person. It is provided to LLP. It is to be paid under reverse charge mechanism. Therefore, who is to be paid here? LLP, the Indian Love Cricket Academy, is liable to pay GST under reverse charge mechanism. Then, fast move is a GTA. GTA, let us remember, also comes under the specific provision of reverse charge. It's transported goods of Amba & Co. Amba & Co. is a partnership firm. And the catch is, partnership firm is not registered under GST. So, what does this rule says? GTA with regard to by road. Is it by road? Yes. 2. Any partnership firm, whether registered or not, GST is liable by the partnership firm. So, what is it? Amba & Co. the partnership firm is liable to pay GST under reverse charge. Next question. Sungrow is a registered taxable person. Gross receipt of 50 lakh in the previous year. Now it's running a board school. So what is Sungrow Private Limited? It's running a boarding school. Let us remember that school services, education services. Therefore it is exempt under GST. So what is this? Services provided by educational institution to the students, faculty and staff are exempt. So because it is in the nature of education, 2,40,000 is exempt. Now, fee from prospective employer for campus interview. It means for campus interview, so many companies come. From the companies, the particular education institutions collect fees. So, the fee is collected from the companies by the particular educational institution. Is it taxable or exempt? Let us first of all understand the fee is collected from the prospective employer. Is it in the nature of education? No. Because it is not in the nature of education, it is not exempt, fully taxable. Then, next is education services for the obtaining of qualification recognized by law of foreign country. For example, you are providing education services for obtaining qualification of a foreign country. It is not Indian country. If it is provided for recognized by the law of Indian country, then it is exempt. For example, you are providing GMAT, GRE, IELTS, TOEFL. So it is recognized by law of foreign country, not Indian country. Therefore, 3,10,000 is fully taxable. Why? What is the catch over here? It is institution providing for by a foreign country does not qualify. Therefore, they are not exempt, fully taxable. Next point, renting a furnished flat for temporary stay to different person. What is a rent per flat? It is 1,000, less than 1,000 per day. So, what is the amount here? It is having a value of less than 1,000 per day, therefore exempt in nature. So what is it happening? Although it is commercial in nature, the value is less than 1,000 per day, therefore it is exempt. Conducting modular employable skill course approved by National Council of Vocational Training. Vocational courses is being provided and it is being recognized. If you are providing vocational course, it is exempt. So what is this? 1,40,000 is exempt in nature. Conducting modular employable skill course, it is exempt in nature. The next one. Conducting private tuition. Private tuition is not in the nature of education, so 3 lakh is fully taxable. It is a private tuition, therefore it is not exempt in nature, therefore it is completely taxable. Then, running martial arts academy for young children. Let us remember that it is not yoga, but it is martial arts. Whether martial arts is given any specific exemption? No exemption, therefore fully taxable. Next point is conducting career counseling session. It is not education, therefore fully taxable. 1,65,000 is fully taxable. So if you add the value of taxable supply, it is 10 lakh and GST payable at 18% is 1,80,000.